Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Dan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline. I'm Kevin Harlan. You take a look at the Trailblazers.
And we know these two teams have some history between them. Should make for a fun contest.
Yeah, it's a game both teams get up for, regardless of recent records.
Coach, this is a game we always look forward to. Pair of conference rivals going head-to-head, toe-to-toe. It should be a beauty.
Well, Kevin, you know, this is the NBA at its best. No need to hype this one up. This matchup provides its own hype, and you can hear the fans are as hyped up as we are.
Now, here's Cousins. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Well, if you look at Holiday's three-point numbers, they're more than solid. It's an underrated part of his game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Portland's head coach. Coach thinks that they can push Chet Holmgren out of the comfort zones, and he's okay with making him a jump shooter. He said on the perimeter, he may as well be any shooter. We can guard that. Once he's on the inside, though, the advantage is his. So we have to prevent that as much as we can. Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Howard, good.
And that's Howard's game. These interior looks that he puts in so easily.
And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times have passed, their seats have grown high, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, trailing by 2. Here's SGA. Again, the Thunder score.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Now here's Lillard. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Now here's Lillard. To the paint. Nice move. And Holmgren pulls it down. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Fires the 3. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Down low. They need this. And Cousins throws it down hard.
You got to love the intensity. Cousins going right for the throat and just jamming that one home.
Here's Howard. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Howard's got his second basket of the game. Knocked loose. It's taken away by Wallace. Over in the corner, Dort. All sorts of time. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Lillard. And slam dunk by Kamara.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Lillard from outside. They grab their own miss. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Outside, Dort. Back to SGA. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they...
Oklahoma City, 19.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
They get the rebound. Outside, Dort. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Lillard from outside. Dwight Howard grabs the board. The Thunder lead by 4. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Here's, oh, what a slam by SGA.
Oh, now that hurts the defense there. Stylish move by SGA.
Wallace outside. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the screen. Wallace. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
And how about the energy from SGA? He gets after it on the backboard as well.
Inside, here's Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, 2 things can happen on that, Kevin. Number 1, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't. And the ball is thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases. Well, the scouting report will tell you that's where Grant is often most effective, shooting off the catch.
Holmgren in the corner. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Trailblazers trailed by 5. Here's Grant. Some solid defense there from SGA. It's Dort on the wing. Ball stolen. Lillard from outside. And another 3 for Portland.
Well, you set him up and Lillard will knock him down. Nice job being ready.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Here's Mitchell. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Guys, back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. A nice shot by Clingan.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Clingan when he's that close.
Offensive rebound. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Your Blazers Breaker Dance Crew.
Mitchell with it. Still yet to score. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Caruso. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Putting in the work, Jalen Williams.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Pass to Joe. Back to Williams. Here's Hartenstein. And Klingon pulls it down.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there. Right at the rim, but came up with
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Williams. Banked in off the glass. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Stolen by Grant. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. 2 on the clock. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thunder lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Portland trailing here. Pass to Lillard. For the tie. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Here's SGA. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
The pull-up. Cousins pulls it in. Sharp with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Double team on Holiday. Here's Lillard. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Here's Cousins. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
Wallace outside. To the middle. Hartenstein controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Thunder lead by 6.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Hartenstein. Count it, and the foul. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Driving to the basket. Holiday surveying the floor. To the left wing. It's stolen by Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a three-level scorer. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Now, here's Sharp. The kick out to Holiday. Oh, good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
To the inside. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Who wants a free t-shirt tonight? Let him hear from you.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now Mitchell. Still scoreless. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Caruso. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Grant. And a missed layup. The Thunder leading by 6. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Kevin, back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Mitchell. Clingan with the block.
And with every swat, Clingan is earning a reputation as a shot blocker. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Stolen by Grant. Here's Henderson. And then jammed down right as he goes over Jalen Williams.
And I got to go back to Jeremy Grant starting off that break with the steal. He's always active defensively.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, in with the block. Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 19 points in the game. Drills it from outside. And it's 7 points here for Jalen Williams.
And stretching the D out to the sidelines. Williams.
Right at the rim. No problem there for Shea.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
In the corner, Wallace with it. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. And the Thunder lead by 6. Pass to Clingan. SGA with the steal. With 1 on the clock. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Thunder out in front. Up by 6. From Portland. We're
Oklahoma City, 49.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Wallace outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found it. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over and wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And but look at the basket guy still shaking. Rebounded by Kamare. Trailblazers trailed by 6. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. No good from Cousins.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Once he sees daylight, Williams rises up and throws it down.
That bucket in no time at all.
What a time for him to step up. Big three right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
Knocks it loose. And here is Dort. Pass to Williams. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Lillard attacking. Cousins with it, and it's Wallace picking him. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That'll be his second foul of the game. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
2 more minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth. Strong move off the glass.
And one of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Cousins inside. Oh, he can't jam it home. He is denied. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots. He nails the jump shot.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Thunder.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And it's SGA penetrating. Does not go in. Oh, that is a big-time jam. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
If it better when around me, that's my habitat.